Hey folks, Hillbilly here. We are in Port Clinton, Pennsylvania. Left off hiking here a few months ago, with Beagle. I didn't make a video of that hike, but yeah, we hiked from 501 to Port Clinton a few months ago, and now here we are. I'm back in Port Clinton by myself. The goal is to do 120 miles up to Hight Point, New Jersey, to fill in this big section that I'm missing. The first 8 days I'll be by myself, or I'm sorry, the first 6 days I'll be by myself. Then my sweetheart Sarah will be joining me for the last 2. So I'm pretty excited, a little nervous. I've done some overnighters by myself, not done 100 miles by myself, but I'm excited anyway. Right now it's sunny and beautiful, probably about 70 degrees here in Port Clinton. I think there may be a little bit of rain showers going this week, but nothing serious. It is a bit of a drought, so water may be a little bit of an issue. But here we are. We're just going to play it by ear, take it as it comes. We've got a little bit of a climb coming out of Port Clinton here. I hope to get somewhere around the Eckville shelter tonight. So thanks for tuning in. Long overdue. And let's get this thing going. Alright, just left the Pocahontas Spring, which to my surprise was flowing fairly decent. It was definitely scoopable, but I expected it to be dry, as a lot of the resources say it's frequently dry. Like I said, water is one of my main concerns on this hike, but looks like we're going to be alright. Just checked the Far Out Gut Hook app, and yesterday people left some comments on some of the other springs saying that they were scoopable too, so things are looking up. However, I just pulled out my filter back there at the spring, and the old girl is clogged. I could get barely a dribble out of it at all. Had a hiker named Wrench stop by while I was there. He let me use his filter, so thank you, Wrench. He's out here doing a big section too, so I'm sure I'll run into him again. But yeah, water's looking good. Feels pretty easy right now. Let's keep going. All right, coming down here to, I believe it's Reservoir Road. I think I'm gonna stop actually and eat a little bit of food. Oh, maybe it goes this way. Windsor Furnace, 5.9 to Port Clinton. Eckville, 9.3 is where I'm going. Site of Windsor Furnace, 1745 to 1883. Sitting here having a little break. Not much left in a day, I think, at this point, like 3.5 or something, 3.5 miles. I'm getting tired though, that's for sure. It's been a tough day. First day on trail. Definitely don't have my trail legs yet. I took a little lunch earlier down at near the Windsor Furnace shelter. There's a lot of people down around there. Stopped by those couple overlooks over there, a little ways past it, and crawling with people. I did take a couple pictures. I think it was the Pinnacle and the Pulpit. Nice views, but I mean, people everywhere. Anyway, I'm a ways past that now. Like I said, only about 3.5 or so left in the day. Definitely feeling it. I think it's mostly downhill from here down to Eckville Shelter, so be a little easier anyway. My contacts are killing me right now. But yep, nice warm day. Didn't see any hikers for a while, and then I got around that Windsor Furnace area and there were people all over the place. Oh well. Not much farther. Alright, we are at Hawk Mountain Road. Eckville Shelter. Right on. So yeah, I think the shelter is just right down the street here. Very nice. There's nobody here yet. Lots of bunks. Bunks look like they're actually padded. How about that? Very cool. Oh, we got the hiker yearbook. Very nice. So yeah, I think this is where we're going to set up for the night. Pretty long day. It didn't take that long time-wise. It just felt like it took a while because I'm tired. Because I don't have my trail legs yet. But anyway, I'm here and I'm happy, and I'm going to use the privy, and I'm going to cook some food, and I'm going to sit back and relax a little bit. Alright, I was just getting settled in here at the Eckville Shelter. I was thinking about carrying on a little farther for a little while. There's a stream and some tent sites about a half mile farther north on the trail, but it's only going to gain me an extra half a mile toward tomorrow's mileage, and it's supposed to start raining overnight and early in the morning. It'd be nice to wake up under a roof and not have to pack up a wet tent on after my very first night. So, but they've got a fucking awesome tenting area over here. This is just across the street from the actual caretaker's house and the shelter. Big open flat field here, a couple of tent pads, picnic table as you can see. So yeah, even if you don't stay at the shelter across the street there, it's still a really nice place to camp. But yeah, I'm just settling in, kind of going over pictures and video from the day. I'm relaxing a little bit, having a little drink. Just trying to decompress a little bit. Haven't set up my gear yet. Haven't thought about making dinner yet, though I probably will pretty soon now. Doing the Trail Magic mushroom Cajun etouffee tonight, which I'm stoked about. Haven't had that one yet. But anyway, yeah, just settling in. It's a great day. I think 15 miles is a nice little chunk to knock out. First day of the hike. Didn't get on trail till, I don't know, about 10:30 or so. Averaged about 3 miles per hour today. It was pretty solid for the first day. Yep, nice spot. Glad I decided to stay here. Alright, just setting up for dinner here. Sitting at the picnic table right next to the caretaker's house. Shelter's right here behind me. But tonight we're making some triple mushroom Cajun etouffee from my great friends at Trail Magic. They're rebranding as Trail Bound as they get ready to launch. This is their first all vegetarian meal, but if I know them, it's still going to be very hearty and very filling and very satisfying. And I love mushrooms, so. Got the water boiling, about to let this stuff soak for about 10 minutes or so, and enjoy some what I already know is going to be amazing freeze-dried food out here on the trail. This is amazing, folks. Look at this. You see that? My goodness. Very rich, hearty, like I knew it would be. Very flavorful. Light spice to it. Not too hot, but just enough. Rehydrated perfectly. The texture is spot on. Damn, satellite, you done it again. Hey folks, morning of day 2, and it is raining its butt off. It's been raining all morning. Kind of made it a little difficult to, try not to hold my phone out in the rain here. Kind of made it difficult to want to get started this morning, but finally leaving Eckville shelter, which was really nice, and heading back to trail right up the road here. A couple southbound through hikers stopped in last night and stayed. Had a good conversation. Yeah, it's supposed to rain all day today. It's supposed to be pretty rocky in sections too, so I'm a little concerned about that, but it is what it is. Yeah, anyway, I'm probably not going to video much today because it's going to be raining all day. I don't want to get my phone soaked. So anyway, I think I'm going to try to do 17 or so to bake oven knob. See how the rocks treat me, see how the rain treats me. Play it by ear. Yeah, lovely, lovely rainy morning. Gotta be honest, guys, this rainy morning walk has been quite nice. Kept me cool on that big steep uphill I just did out of Eckville. I'm up here on the ridge top now. Nice and cruisy. Anyway, it's kind of mystical out here and I'm feeling great. And hopefully I stay feeling this way for the rest of the day. And coming up to Allentown shelter. I'll take a break, get out of this rain for a little bit, eat some lunch, and try to recharge a little bit. Alright, so we are leaving Allentown shelter. Just left the shelter probably, I don't know, just a few minutes ago. A handful of southbound through hikers ended up pouring in, so that's really the first, I guess, bubble, if you want to call it that, of through hikers I've ran into on this one. Trail down to a spring. Yeah, so I'm like 7.5 miles or something like that into the day. Still got about 10 more if I go all the way to Bake Oven Knob, which I still think I am. But in about 4 miles, there's a Thunderhead Lodge, which is like 1/10 of a mile off the trail. I think I might stop there for a second lunch, a hot meal and a couple drinks, and give myself a real boost to knock out the last leg of today's miles. But it's still raining, hasn't stopped raining. It's going to continue to rain all day today and possibly tomorrow. But I just take whatever comes. Still having a good day. Some nice flat 2-track. Dig it. Take this for as long as possible. It's been like this ever since leaving Allentown shelter. Alright, so it looks like we've gotten here to the Thunderhead Lodge. I guess I should go around front. Trail kind of comes right up behind the building. So hopefully maybe get a warm bite to eat. Although I'm really not that hungry right now. We'll get a nice drink. I'll give you my last little boost for the rest of this hike today. Thunderhead Lodge, restaurant, B&B, scratch kitchen. Let's see what's up.
Down there in the nitty-gritty, you see them get past her, so you just realize, okay, I'm not gonna get there because I was doing all that dancing before.
Yeah, I just had a great stop here at the Thunderhead Lodge. I definitely recommend stopping by here. You'd be a fool not to. It's literally almost right on the trail. But it's not just a bar. I mean, it's a bar, but they've got some really good food. The staff was super friendly. A pretty good conversation with the bartender. Watched a little bit of football. Today's opening weekend of the NFL season. A couple other locals in there, super friendly. Yeah, man, it's a great stop. Had a couple drinks, had some shrimp and coleslaw. I'm feeling re-energized. I'm dry, which is amazing. And got about 6 miles left to do. We definitely got a little bit of rock scrambling, I think, before we get to the shelter that I'm looking at. Bake Oven Knob shelter. It's about 3 o'clock. I figure I'll get to camp around, I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Which is still not bad at all. Anyway, yeah, Thunderhead Lodge. Fucking awesome. They even let me refill all my water before I headed out, because even though it's rainy as shit, a lot of the water sources coming up are dry. Still a drought going on. But anyway, let me find this white blaze here someplace, and I'll keep moving. That one moved. Sucks because not only do you have to watch the rocks, you have to watch for snakes in the rocks. It's a little cooler today and wet. I don't know if it's going to be as much of an issue today, but it is something to keep in mind. Supposedly the real rock scramble is coming up here in about a mile, Knife's Edge. I would step off right here and check out the view, but you know how that is right now. Alright, put this camera away before I slip and fall. Alright, 3M, where you at? I can tell you've been here. Whole bushcraft, hammock, shelter, thing set up. Where you at, 3M? Motherfucker, I know you're here somewhere. Keeping an eye out for you. Alright, I'd like to be able to record some of this Knife's Edge, but I don't know. Feeling a little sketchy. These rocks are very slippery. Not a whole lot of flat places to rest my feet. I'm putting this thing away. Alright, well, we're on the other side of that now. It wasn't very long. It was only, I don't know, 2-3 tenths of a mile. But it was very sketchy with these rocks being wet like they are. Coming up the other side wasn't too bad, but coming down this side, I definitely had to sit on my ass for most of it. I'm not completely out of it yet, but I think all the hand over hand stuff is done. Still not a lot of flat shit around. Slip and bust my ass right here on this camera. But yeah, well, I'm glad that part's over. I was a little concerned about the slick rocks and everything, so we're past it now. No worries. I think about 3 more miles, I believe, to the shelter. Here we are, Bake Oven Knob Shelter. Alright, so I'm sitting here at the Bake Oven Knob Shelter. I'm the only person here. It's 6 o'clock, I think. There might be some people rolling in, I have no idea. But it's a very small shelter, very old shelter. This one was built in the 30s, I believe, 1938, I think I read. And it's been getting chewed up by porcupines, and there's also a resident black snake up in here somewhere. Not too worried about the black snake, but I don't want to have to wake up and wrestle a porcupine because he's in here trying to chew on this wood. So I'm just hanging out here. Going to make my dinner over here. Probably have a drink over here, but if you follow me, it's still raining. I set up camp off this little footpath right here. Leads over to this really nice spot. It's got a nice big flat spot. It's got a fire ring, which I won't be using. It's got a picnic table, which I also probably won't be using. But I've got the triplex set up over here. Brought the palace with me. Figured it was going to be a little rainy. Might as well have the palace. Besides, it weighs not much more than my solo tarp. So, also Sarah's coming in a few days to join in, so I was going to get the bigger tent then anyway, so I just decided to bring the triplex to start with and finish with. I have a feeling it's going to prove to be a good decision. But anyway, Bake Oven Knob Shelter. Going to sit back, decompress, dry off, make some food. The wonderful people at Thunderhead Lodge gave me a soda. I was going to buy a soda just to pack up here, just to have a bourbon and cola. But he just gave it to me. Those guys were awesome, man. I didn't catch their names, but the 2 bartenders there at the Thunderhead Lodge were super nice and very hiker friendly. So yeah, try to settle down a little bit so I can get my appetite. Make dinner. Probably not going to stay up super long, especially with the rain. And it looks like it might be a lack of company. So, yeah, this might be just about it for the night. Good morning, folks. Here on morning of day number 3. Slept here near the Bake Oven Knob Shelter, as I showed you last night, through them bushes over there. I had a pretty decent night's sleep. I actually slept in a little bit. I didn't get up till 8 o'clock. It's about 9 o'clock now. I'm all packed up. Ate some breakfast, brushed my teeth. I'm ready to get moving for the day. Had a porcupine I could hear up here chewing all night long. He didn't keep me awake, but every time I would kind of toss a turn over, I could hear him over here chewing. As a matter of fact, I believe he was over there at the picnic table right next to my tent last night chewing too. Loud little bastard. But anyway, not sure how many miles I'm doing today. I tried to kind of figure out where I wanted to go last night, but still didn't really come up with anything definite. So I'm just gonna hike today. Not sure where I'll end up. Water's gonna be a little scarce again on this section coming up. There's some sources, but they're very polluted. from old zinc mining operations. So there's going to be some water that I just can't get unless I want to get brain damage from heavy metals. But anyway, it's not raining right now, which is fucking glorious. It might rain a little bit later. Coming out of Palmerton, I've got a decision to make. There's a big hand-over-hand rock scramble, way bigger than Knife's Edge yesterday, going up Lehigh Gap. But if it's real slick like it is, I'm probably going to have to take the alternate route around it. I'm not looking to fall to my death on this one. Anyway, that's the story. Getting ready to throw my pack on and get on out of here for the day. All ready with the damn rocks this morning. Should have known. Blue Mountain Eagle Club, I guess it's the northern terminus of their section. This club neglects oven bake shelter. I think it's bake oven knob shelter, but yeah, they're not necessarily wrong. It's definitely an old shelter, but man, it needs some loving. Alright, and people quit drawing on these fucking boards. Come on. It startled a couple beautiful whitetail right here. Right as I got to this blowdown, they were standing right behind the blowdown. There's the other one right there. I think they're just kind of hanging out, waiting for me to make the first move. Definitely not here to hurt y'all. But I do need to get through. I'm not even quite sure where to get through at. But hey, I'll enjoy this for a moment. It does not seem awfully bothered by my presence. And this one's still just kind of gawking at me. Look healthy. Alright, come on through. Eating some leaves off the tree. Alright, go ahead and pass so I can go. Cool. You're a little skinny. The other one looks a little healthier, a little fatter. Go ahead now. I'm not trying to spook you, but I gotta go. Are you gonna walk toward me now? I'm not trying to spook you, but I gotta go. There you go. Alright, now I can get through. Cool. Let's get around this blowdown and keep on boogieing. Hey bear. Hey bear. Pretty black bear. I've seen many bears over the years, but this is actually the first one I've ever managed to get on camera. They usually take off so fast you don't know what to do. Alright, well, I'm gonna give him a space and keep moving. He's walking away anyway. Alright. See you later, bear. Ah! Bear! Get out of here! Go! Go! Get out of here! You go! You go! You go! Go, bear! Go! You go! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Ah! Ah! You get out of here! You get out of here! Fucking bear! Get out of here! Damn, guys, that was scary as fuck. I saw the bear. Took a couple pictures, a little bit of video of him. He was moseying on out the other way. So I turned around and kept walking, and like, I don't know, few tenths of a mile later, all of a sudden I hear a ruckus behind me. It's that same fucking bear right behind me on trail, following me, sniffing. He smelled my food. So then the stuff that you saw just now ensued with me screaming at him and throwing shit at him, and finally threw a bunch of rocks at him and got him out of there. Hit him with one good big rock, and I think that might have took care of him, but I'm moving fast now just in case he's still back there somewhere. Fuck. I think we're coming down into Palmerton here. I believe that right there in front of us is what I have to climb up. And I gotta say, rocks are pretty dry. That being the case, I don't think I'm gonna take the winter bypass. I think I'm gonna take the rock scramble. Whew, man, I'm still a little shook up from that bear. Fuck. That's the first negative encounter I've ever had with one. Not cool. All right, decision time. All the rocks are pretty dry, so I'm going up the official AT to scramble up. I was going to bypass it if everything was slick and wet, but everything's not slick and wet, so I'm going with it. And I'm going to take this time to decrud my shoes. Get some better traction. All right, here we go. You see the bridge I crossed? That sun is blazing. The clouds make it a little more intense. Alright, time to put the pole and the camera away. Alright. Whew, fuck. This is where the winter trail would have brought me up to, on the other side of the rock scramble. And that was no joke. I'm war slam out. It was hand over hand, straight up. Definitely glad I didn't try to do this in wet rocks, because that would have been a disaster. Even with dry rocks, it was still pretty sketchy. Man, I'm fucking wore out. I just stopped to eat something about 5 minutes ago. So I just stopped. Man, my legs got so weak and I was so tired, out of energy. I was supposed to stop at that shelter a while back, like I said, and eat lunch there, but that bear kept me moving. So I hadn't stopped to eat anything or stopped at all until just about 5 minutes ago, about 10 miles into the day. So I'm feeling it right now, folks. Now I think on top of this ridge here, it flattens out for a good long ways. I think all the way to Wind Gap or Little Gap, or anyway, it's supposed to ease up now. Hopefully that holds true. Man. So I just realized I had been taking a road, not very long, maybe a couple tenths of a mile, that parallels the AT without realizing it. So I got down here and I saw an AT blaze way up here. I was like, what the hell is that? That's when I realized I had been walking on the wrong path for at least a short distance. All right, but anyway, water cache is here. There's some water in there. I'm gonna fill up because that's what I need. Hopefully there'll be a little bit left for somebody else, but yeah, here at Little Gap, Blue Mountain Road, water cache. Yeah, we're going down this quote-unquote secret trail that leads over here to the Blue Mountain Ski Resort, where I understand they have a pub. So I think I'm going to check it out. Down here to the maintenance building like they said it would be. I got to get off here so I can figure out the rest of the directions to get down there. Currently walking down a ski slope. So I guess that's cool. Following the slope straight down to the restaurant. You see there, there's snow blowers and stuff up there, snow machines. Ain't nobody skiing this time of year. There it is, found it. Alright, let's go see what it's all about. Nice. Red eft. You guys are pretty. I'll leave them be. Anyway, the reason I fired up the camera is because we are back on the Appalachian Trail as of right now. So that stop was absolutely worth it. It was about 2, maybe 3/10 of a mile off a trail. You take this little unmarked side trail. If you follow the gut hook or far out comments, it'll give you clues as to where to go. So you follow that little trail for about 1/10 or 2, and it brings you out to the ski resort. You actually end up following one of the ski slopes just a little ways, not real far, downhill to the slope side pub and grill, which was very nice, but also very hiker friendly. They greeted me with a smile. I was the only hiker there, I think. I'm pretty sure they had some earlier today. But anyway, that was really worth it. I got a couple of good drinks. I got a crab cake sandwich and some french fries, which will save me from having to use more water tonight because I probably won't cook a full dinner now. So that's good, because water is definitely at a premium right now. I need to conserve as much as I can. But anyway, I'm back on trail. Not going far, it's 5 something. I'm just looking for basically the next nice tent site. And I'm gonna set up here for the night. So day's basically over. And boy, what a fucking day it's been. My goodness. I'll recap when I get to camp. Alright folks, so here we are, found camp. This was almost a mile past the side trail over to the ski resort. There's space for several tents here. Even a little bit of firewood. Just, excuse me, might be dry enough to burn. Maybe not. But yeah. So you got the triplex pitched over here, kind of scouted around for dead stuff. Nothing looks immediately dangerous, so hopefully if we do have good storms tonight, that will not be an issue. I tried to face the wall of the tent here into the wind, or the way the wind is supposed to be coming anyway, and hopefully that will help out. But anyway, here at camp, going to settle in. Probably not going to stay up very long. I'll at least wait till the sun goes down, but probably look at the maps, look at the Far Out app, keep planning ahead, touch base with my sweetheart, touch base with my son, and then probably call it a night. Alright folks, end of the night here, settling in. It's only about 8 o'clock, but with the rain slowly moving its way in, like I said, chance of storms overnight, hopefully not too bad. But had a nice relaxing evening, just kind of sitting around, catching up with my son and my sweetheart back home, and looking at the days ahead. I think I might hike to Wind Gap tomorrow, which isn't that far. I think like 14 miles or something. Oops, there we are. And yeah, I think I'm gonna hike the Wind Gap tomorrow, maybe get off trail for the night. I hear there's a nice little motel just right off the trail in Wind Gap. They're very, very hiker friendly from what I understand. So go check that out. Just go wash some of these nasty, wet, soaking wet clothes. Even though it didn't rain today, while I was hiking, a lot of my stuff from yesterday is still kind of soggy and nasty. So yeah, if I can get a chance to get out of the woods for a night and get everything dried out and possibly washed, it'd be awesome. Anyway folks, like I said, very, very crazy day. One for the books for sure. It was a hard day today. I think the fact that I didn't eat like I should is the biggest cause of that. I had planned on going to that George Outer Bridge shelter, I think is what it's called, to eat lunch, which was seven-ish miles into the day. But right before I got there is when I had that bear encounter. So it was close to that shelter, so I wasn't about to stop. I filled up with water really fast, didn't filter anything, just filled up and left. Got down off the mountain into Palmerton. And then I did the whole scramble up out of Lehigh Gap before I ever stopped, and we took a breath and ate some food. And I was basically at the top of that scramble when I finally gave up and was like, fuck it, I'm just going to sit here and eat. Trail was definitely dry today, if not for that water cache and carrying a shitload of water all day. It would have been an issue, but I had plenty, so no big deal. Definitely been carrying way more water on this hike than I normally do. Anyway, folks, it was a very eventful day 3. I'm hopefully going to get a very good night's sleep, because I am definitely tired. And hike on in tomorrow to Wind Gap and take a night off trail. All right, folks. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, folks. Getting dripped on. Morning of day 4. Slept pretty good last night. I'm actually just about to leave camp. I've got it all broken down and ready to go. Slept in a little bit. Slept in until 8 because it rained its ass off last night. First, it was just a heavy rain that passed, and then a little while later, probably 2 or 3 in the morning, pretty heavy thunderstorm. Some lightning, a really heavy rain. It didn't seem to be much wind with it, but it was definitely really heavy rain. The triplex kept me dry. There's a lot of splashback up on the mesh, but it didn't really get through the mesh, so I stayed good and dry inside. Looks like the sun's trying to peek out now. Look at there. Nice. But I'm filthy. I'm damp. Smell awful. A little sore. That's what it's all about. Heading to Wind Gap today, about 14 miles. I think it's actually like 13.9. And I'm gonna hopefully get into a hotel down there and get dried out and get some things washed, because everything's pretty gross. I'm covered in head to toe with dirt. Maybe that wasn't a good example, but I'm covered in head to toe with dirt. Anyway, looks like really flat terrain today. I don't know what the rock situation is going to be, but at least the profile looks pretty damn flat from here all the way to Wind Gap. So without further ado, let's try not to fight any bears today. Let's try not to do any giant rock scrambles today, and let's just try to have a good smooth day of hiking. I'm getting ready to cross a road here. Not sure what road it is. You are here. This is Smith Gap. Alright. About I don't know, 6, maybe a little over 6 miles into the day. Cruising along. Pretty flat, easy trail this morning. Hopefully it stays that way. There it is, Leroy Smith shelter. Just want to sit down and have a little break. Alright, just leaving the Leroy Smith shelter area. Stayed there for almost an hour. Ate some lunch, a couple snacks, filtered some more water. I didn't need to get any more water because I carried enough out yesterday to get me through the night, last night, and today all the way up till now. I still had about 1.5 liters when I got here. Actually, shit, probably about closer to 2 liters when I got here. I've only got about 4 miles left in the day, so I really don't even need both liters, but I'm going to hold on to both of them just in case. Or if I come across another hiker here heading the opposite way and need some water, maybe I'll give it to them. Anyway, it's been a relatively easy day today. I don't want to speak too soon. Terrain's been a lot more favorable today than it has been in the past few days. The rocks are a lot smaller. The only problem with that is I've stubbed my toe probably 50 fucking times today. But it's better than huge rock scrambles and boulder fields and shit like that. So I'm not going to complain about it. Yep, 4 more miles to the hotel. I'm going to the Gateway Hotel tonight in Wind Gap. Get a nice bed, get out of the storms again tonight. Get a shower, hopefully dry some shit out. Not much further to go today. Down into Wind Gap we are. I think the hotel is only just right down the way here. Try not to get hit. Yep, it was just right down the road. It was actually within eye shot. Here we are. Let's go check in. Hey folks, we're just getting settled in here at the Gateway Motel, Hotel, whatever it is, here in Wind Gap, Pennsylvania. It's very hiker friendly. The proprietor here is a very, very nice man. Very interesting person, very cool person to have a conversation with. But, we're at his establishment here. I'm in room number 10. And I've gotten a shower. I've laid down for a few minutes. I'm starting to think about what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight. Might order some pizza close by. So I think I might get into that. Anyway, I got some stuff. Got the tent sitting out here to dry. Got some stuff in there hanging up to dry. Got myself reasonably clean. No laundry here, but I might do a little bit of sink laundry in a little while. Got some dry, cleanish clothes on, but now it feels good to be here. Feet are hurting. Ready for a good night in a good bed, get everything dried out, and get a good refreshed start in the morning, because we are basically at the halfway point. We've done 61.3, I think, miles to get here. Whole hike is 120, so just at halfway, just slightly over halfway. So I'm going to get a little recharge here tonight, try to get myself ready for the second half of the hike. Got like 15 and a half miles tomorrow to get to Delaware Water Gap, and then we'll enter New Jersey. I'll finally be done with Pennsylvania. Finally. Sorry to say it, but good riddance. These rocks are fucking killing me. First 3/4 of PA wasn't too bad as far as rocks go, but man, this last section has been pretty ridiculous. It's starting to live up to its reputation. But anyway, I'm going to continue to relax. I'm going to go in here and order some food and take a load off. Alright folks, it's the end of the night. Just getting ready to get some shut-eye here at the Gateway Hotel or Motel. I got some pizza delivered, got a shower, watching a little bit of TV, trying out some gear, and settling in now. Hoping to get a good night's sleep. My feet are aching a little bit. All these rocks are really hurting my feet, to be honest with you. My legs are a little sore, but not too bad. But the arches of my feet are really killing me. But yeah, anyway, we're going to get some good rest. We got 15 and a half miles tomorrow to get to Delaware Water Gap. So, see you in the morning. Alright, good morning folks. Morning of day number 5. Just left the Gateway Hotel. Had a great night's sleep. Ate a whole pizza. Slept in a good soft bed. Slept really good. Didn't really want to get up this morning, but gotta do what you gotta do. Feeling kind of refreshed. My legs and feet still a little sore. I guess it just comes with the territory. Yeah, walking back up this road. I think the trail follows this road for a very short distance. Leaving Wind Gap today, heading toward Delaware Water Gap. We got about 15 and a half miles to get to Delaware Water Gap. I'm not 100% sure where I'm staying there tonight. Might go to the church hostel. Might find out if there's somewhere to camp near town. I'm not sure. No, I'll figure that out as it goes. Got about a 10-mile dry stretch this morning. Carrying 2 liters of water. Water should be at the next shelter ahead though, like I said, about 10 miles. Gas under this overpass. Find the next white blaze. And keep boogieing. Day 5, let's roll. Man, it is a gorgeous morning out today. Probably in the upper 50s. Sun's out full blaze, but it's good and breezy. This is a perfect morning for hiking. Trail's been very flat. Still been some pretty good rocky sections, but not all of it. But yeah, once you do that good climb, pretty steep but short little climb up out of Wind Gap, it levels right back out. So it should be good level walking all the way to Delaware Water Gap until the end, where we have to drop down into Delaware Water Gap. Man, after some of the kind of nasty, gloomy weather I've had to hike through here past few days, this is nice. Here's a bit of a view. So I started to climb up on this rock. I think I scared the shit out of a snake, or maybe a small squirrel or something, but it fell down into this bush right here, this tree, whatever. It's a little bit of a view. Alright, I do believe this is the actual viewpoint of Wolf Rocks. AT drops below it, but this comes up to a definite point here. And the view is much better. Very nice. That breeze feels amazing. It's good to have some sunshine on my skin, some breeze in my beard. Beautiful, beautiful day. Wolf Rocks. Alright, coming up here to the Kirkridge shelter. I'm gonna take a load off, get a nice break. It's a nice big shelter. Clean too, except for the sleeping bag. Alright, found the water source to the shelter. It's this pump right here. It's actually right on the edge of the Kirkridge Retreat Center. Do not trespass, private property, no problem. I just want this water here, which I guess is potable. It doesn't say anything different. So I'm gonna fill this up all the way, chug most of it, and then fill it up again. I've still got a liter in my pack, and that's all I'm gonna take. But nice water source. This is off of Blue Blaze Trail, maybe 1/10 of a mile behind the shelter. Some communication towers over there. Yep, good water. Heading out, had a great break here, nice little lunch. Very clean shelter. No signs of mice, but there are some signs of roaches, but that's not really a big deal. But anyway, heading on out, about 6 more miles to Delaware Water Gap. Hope to get there in time to hit the outfitter before they close, so I can get a new water filter, because luckily I haven't had to rely on my filter very much, but it is just barely trickling. So if I can get into the Water Gap and get a new filter, I'll feel a lot better about the rest of the hike, not worry so much about the water situation. Damn, it's a nice campsite. A little slanted, but it looks like there's a big flat field right here. Damn, that's an awesome place to camp. A little flat shelf with a big open view. That's beautiful. Man, it's a great spot to camp. Water's not too far from here. I just left the shelter not long ago. Awesome spot. Alright, I've got 3 miles left of Pennsylvania. And they put me on this road bed here. I'm a little confused. I find it hard to believe that Pennsylvania, after all of that, is going to send me out of here with a lovely stroll through the forest wood, road bed. I'm suspicious. Still got 3 more miles. It could be one more giant rock mess. It's like our last view before we come down out of Pennsylvania, looking down on the Delaware River. Very beautiful. I think we've only got maybe a mile or 2 left to get down to the gap. Haha, I knew it. More rocks. I knew it was too good to be true. That old roadbed led up to the site of a former fire tower, the old Mount Mincy fire tower. But the tower's not there anymore. But yeah, now it looks like we got an old rocky trail to get back to the bottom. Alright guys, so we are coming down into town. We're off the mountain. And walk down, I believe this is called, got the map right here. This is Mountain Road. It's going to lead us down to Main Street, which is where I hope to find that outfitter and find somewhere to sit and get a drink. And then we'll figure the rest out from there. I think the AT goes up another block and then turns, I think, but we're going. So yeah, go down Main Street here, find something. Well folks, I've been walking this town up and down, side to side, inside and out, and I can't find anywhere to stay. Deerhead Lodge was closed on Wednesdays. I walked down here to this Glenwood Inn, and there ain't a soul in sight anywhere. I tried to call a hotel that's another block or 2 closer to the interstate. I can't get them to answer the phone. I don't know. Trying to figure this shit out. Not going well. I'll sit down somewhere and try again. Try to call or something. I might have to end up walking all the way there. I'm tired of walking. Alright, finally found a room in Delaware Water Gap. I had to walk out towards the edge of town by the interstate. Found a room at the Clarion or Roadway Inn. They got a hiker rate, so it wasn't too bad. I got a shower. Got some of my stinky stuff on, put slightly less stinky stuff on. And now I'm walking back to the Sycamore Grill to get some food and maybe a drink or 2. Man, my foot is killing me. It was hurting me at the end of the day yesterday too, but I slept it off and it was fine for most of the day today. Hopefully it'll be fine for most of the day tomorrow. Sycamore Grill was amazing. Alright, back to the hotel. Alright folks, calling it a night. I got home from the restaurant, just kind of sitting back relaxing a little bit, posting some stuff to social media, talking with my sweetheart Sarah, who's finally coming to meet me tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last day solo, but tomorrow evening after my 18 miles, I'll be meeting up with my beautiful sweetheart Sarah, and she's gonna do the last 2 days with me, which we're going to tone it down a little bit. We're going to do about 12-mile days for those last 2 days. God knows my foot could use it. I'm tired. My foot hurts. The rest of me feels pretty good. I'm just a little tired. I feel like my legs have been doing really well. The rest of my body's been doing really good. It's just my left foot, for whatever reason. I don't know if it's the rocks. I don't know if it's whatever else, but the arch, or I should say the lack of an arch in my left foot is been pretty painful. But we'll push through. We'll get through it. So I'm going to get ready to call my son, wish him a good night, and then I'm going to sit back in this bed, maybe watch a little bit of TV. I'm not really much of a TV person anyway, but might do it just to relax and cut loose. But anyway, folks, tomorrow is New Jersey. First day of New Jersey. First thing in the morning, leaving town, I'm going to cross over the Delaware River and leave Pennsylvania for good. I don't think I'll be coming back here to hike anytime soon. Sorry, Pennsylvania, but you're a tough state. Not a lot of elevation gain or loss or anything like that. It's just long, rocky miles. They add up. All right, folks, that's it for tonight. We'll see you in the morning. All right, folks, heading on out of town. A little bit earlier was start this morning, about an hour earlier. It's starting real late on this hike. I think it's because it's just me. I don't have to worry about anybody else. All right, folks, just leaving town. Stopped by the gas station there. Got a cold coffee drink. Left the hotel. Had a good night rest. And now it's time to hit the road. Got a little bit earlier of a start than I have been. Been starting late on this hike. Kind of sleeping in. But like I said, about an hour earlier today, so I've got some motivation today. I get to spend the rest of this hike after today with my beautiful, beautiful sweetheart Sarah. And I got 18 miles between her and I today. And I've got my foot taped up, got some KT tape on my foot. I think I got some plantar fasciitis going on. I'll get that looked at when I get home. Right now I've got it wrapped up with some KT tape, hopefully prevent it from getting too bad today. I've got 6/10 of a mile from the hotel to get back to the trail, which I've already walked a couple tenths of it. Anyway, it's absolutely fucking gorgeous out this morning. It's probably in the mid 50s, upper 50s. Beautiful sunny. A little bit of breeze. Hopefully this will be the standard for the day and the rest of the hike for that matter. But anyway, Delaware Water Gap, it's a cool little town. There's probably a little bit more happening during the peak of the summer and when through hikers are coming through. Right now everything's still open, but it just ain't much going on. Kind of quiet. Anyway, let's get out of town and get back in the woods. Fuck you, Pennsylvania. All right, back on the AT. Well, still on the AT, but back in the woods. It was really, really loud coming across the river and all that. It's a little almost sensory overload going across that bridge. All them giant fucking trucks whizzing by and the bridge swaying and shaking all over the place. It's intense compared to what I've been used to the past 6 days. It's nice to be back in the woods. Lots of deer on this hike, and they don't really seem to be afraid of anybody. Hey guys, how's it going? It's alright, I ain't here to hurt you. Beautiful. Well, y'all carry on. Sunfish Pond Natural Area. 41-acre glacial pond. Cool. Which way does the AT go? Not that way. This way. A registered national landmark. Cool. Oh man, check this out. Man, if that ain't beautiful, I don't know what is. Literally just walked past a guy who looked at me and he said, "Oh, I guess the bear is gone." Apparently he walked up on a bear just a few minutes ago, right around the corner here. I told him about my bear situation a couple days ago and told him I'm not looking to see any more bears on this hike. Man, is this a beautiful pond or what? I love it. Sunfish Pond. I was going to stop right here and take a little safety meeting, but if there's a bear right here, then I think I'm going to keep going a little bit. Awesome. I have to say, New Jersey's been very friendly so far. It's only been a handful of miles, 7, 8. I've already had a few pretty good conversations with some very friendly hikers, friendly locals. Right on. I dig the hospitality, New Jersey.
Above that plane.
But how'd you start?
Everything was closed. She couldn't go to PT, she couldn't do anything. So,
And New Jersey is really, really, really beautiful. It's crazy how much different it is than Pennsylvania. And it's only separated by that one river. But the trail takes a dramatic change as you come into New Jersey. Kind of closed in and rocky to very open. Everything's kind of spaced apart. There's already been, you just saw that 360-degree view up there. Unbelievable. Trail has gotten a lot smoother. Not that there's no rocks, but there it's just night and day from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, you need to be taking notes. I'm over here to New Jersey. Alright, so I sat at this little creek, ate a little bit of lunch, met another section hiker going southbound, Shepherd and his dog Ghost. I sat down, had a good conversation, talked with him a little bit. Probably should have sat down longer, to be honest with you, because my foot is really hurting. But I got places to be. So yeah, right here, I guess, if you go right down this road, is the Mohican Outdoor Center, which has restaurant, resupply, outfitter, all that kind of stuff. And it's not far, it's 0.2 from here, but I have no reason to stop other than just to see it. But like I said, I got places to be, so I'm not going to stop. Excuse me, I'm going to keep on going. The burp tasted like mango chipotle salmon. About 10.5, a little over 10.5 miles in. Still another, I guess, 7.5 to go. I just saw bear number 2. Fortunately, I only got to see this one for a split second. As soon as he saw me, it took off running. So, all of my bear encounters have happened except for the one a few days ago. Whew. Yep. So apparently I just missed seeing one this morning too. As long as they run away, I don't care. Tell you, the views just don't stop. If I stopped at every single one of these views to take it in, I'd never get anywhere. It's beautiful or what? Love it. We're coming down to the outlet of a pond here. Damn. That's pretty. I dig it. Don't know what the name of it is. Seen a lot of pretty views today, but none so pretty as this one. I think this is the road, isn't it? Right?
I know where I am. See? See?
Lead the way.
But the car's coming here, so we're not going that way.
That's where we're starting in the morning. Alright, today's over. I'm glad for it to be over for now. Get off this foot, get fed, go hang out with my sweetheart. 18 miles, or 17.9 I guess. I'm going to take that extra tenth though. These little porcupines in the middle of the road. I guess this is a mom and a baby. Mom is just chilling though, just eating some leaves. The baby's got enough sense to get the hell out of the road. Mom's just eating some leaves, taking it easy. That youngin' over there though, that's adorable. Look at that. Coming back out into the road. That's cute as fuck. Coming to get some more leaves. Oh, they're making little noises. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. They're making these little noises. Good morning, everybody. We are back on trail. Just got a really good, enjoyable shuttle ride with Mr. George Lightcap. Very, very cool guy. Gave us some beads and such and some good conversation. George, if you're watching, it was a pleasure to meet you, man. We're back up here at Blue Mountain Lakes Road where we left off yesterday. I'm not sure where we're staying tonight. We're just going to kind of wing it. Maybe do 12 or 13 or so to get roughly halfway through the rest of this hike. It's a little nippy out this morning, not too bad, just a little chill in the air. Feels wonderful. And yeah, we're going to get back on trail now. I think Sarah's going to take a little quick break before we start, get caffeinated so she doesn't chew my head off today. Anyway, it's going to be a beautiful day. Let's get started. Got this giant rock wall here in front of us. Looks like I see blazes going up. So yeah, we're going to scale this big old wall of rocks here. It's pretty vertical. There's the last section of it. I wish there was an easier way to video these kinds of things. Need to hire a cameraman. I love watching you climb. I'm trying not to get any upskirt shots here. Oh, hang on. Healthy and snacking on chipmunks.
He long. Got a tiny little noggin.
And non-venomous ones usually do a pretty small head.
Oh, we're not bothering you. Don't need to turn around and look at us.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Go on.
Looks healthy. Must have a new skin on.
Hey, shiny. Have a nice day, Mr. Snick.
Yeah, nice view up here. I see some big mountains back there. It's probably Catskills. The Poconos closest to us. Back there. Very nice.
Seeing the red on the top.
Yeah, it recorded for 8 seconds.
Fancy.
I'm not a good cameraman.
We have moments.
100 miles right here. Right where our feet are standing on. 5.8 into the day, 100 miles into the whole thing. Kind of a random spot in the woods, nothing special. Besides us. But yeah, we're making it to the shelter to take a lunch and get some water and use the privy. But I think I'm going to stand right here for a few and have a safety meeting. Safety meeting. We're walking up to the Brinks shelter, or Brink shelter. It's pretty nice. Looks relatively new. Not sure what the year on it is. A little bit of a haul down. I said 2/10 of a mile. Just a little bit of a haul down here. Oh, my feet. I dig it. It's got windows. Caution, bear activity. Yep, not surprised. Alright, well, I'm gonna get off my foot for a minute and eat something. Oh, is that a big lake down there?
Oh, wow. Dang.
That's pretty. I guess that's that lake that we drove past yesterday on the way out. Lake something or another. I think it started with an O. Lake something or another does not start with an O. Alright, getting down here to Culver's Gap. Somebody left a jar of dry roasted peanuts. I don't know whose hands have been in there, but not mine. I think from here we've got about 3 miles to get to the shelter area. My foot fucking hurts. I'm gonna cry about it a little bit. But we've got to get ourselves across this pretty busy looking road.
Going that way?
Looks like it.
That's a marker, right?
Yeah, it says Appalachian Trail over there too. Climbing up Sunrise Mountain here, up to the Culver Mountain Tower. The sun's starting to come down a little bit and it's beautiful. That's at the top of the mountain we were at earlier, and I was like, hey, look across at the fire tower. Man, awesome view. There's a communication tower back there. I didn't even realize that here's the actual Culver Mountain fire tower. Apparently you can camp here, but it's not recommended because there's a really high bear activity up here. There it is, yay! Culver Mountain Tower. 1 more mile.
I'm a little motivated. So I'm moving. Making up for some walks. Trying to get my heart rate and my breath back so I did yesterday.
Alright, just got to camp here. Some other people camping around the shelters. I'm trying to stay quiet. I'm gonna make some dinner. Get settled in. Long day. Not long distance wise, it was only about 14 miles, but I was hurting today. Anyway, we're here. All right, good morning. Last day, day 8. What was the name of the shelter? Grin Anderson shelter, I think. Stayed here last night, tended out back, got here late. Sounds like a bear down there somewhere.
It's a deer. We're gonna go with it's a deer.
Never heard a deer make a thud like that. Anyway, we're just getting things wrapped up here, getting another late start. We've only got about 11 miles to do today. I think actually a little bit less than 11 miles to get to Sarah's car and be done with this thing. Still feeling pretty good. My foot feels good right now, but I haven't started walking yet. Got some water down here. Water source was good. There's a few people camped here last night when we got here. They were all gone by the time I got out of the tent. It's supposed to be another beautiful day. I think this is supposed to be the warmest day of the hike. I think it's supposed to get close to 80. But, oh well, no big deal. Last day, let's wrap this thing up. Down at the boardwalk.
Down at the wobbly ass boardwalk.
Dry, dry, dry. No water here. Shelter had a decent little scoopable spring with a resident frog.
I feared him. I didn't mean to.
Alright, coming up here to the top of Sunrise Mountain. Nice pavilion up here. Should be a nice view to go along with it.
What's the matter, baby? See, I want to do some more adventuring. Let's go. You're so good. I'm so proud of you. Being social and shit.
Alright, New Jersey, we gotta have a talk. You've been beautiful and all. I really like you. A lot of good things to talk about you. But what the fuck is this?
Look at the one on the other side.
You've got the worst blazes I've ever seen. They're so sloppy and haphazard. Paint dripped all over the place. Way bigger than 2x6. I mean, come on. Man, you guys need to get with the program. I don't know if you're letting like kindergarten field trips come up here to blaze trees, or maybe as part of like rehab programs you have drug addicts coming up here blazing trees. But we got to do better. Write that down. Unbelievable. Look at that. What a mess. That one's not too bad. A little big. I'll allow it. Sloppy. I think the best blaze I've seen out here, I might give a C+.
This one almost started out right.
They started good and then they stopped too soon.
And then it just started.
And they let it dribble.
It's all bad.
Subpar. That there's a textbook blaze. So that there's a textbook blaze. But Mr. George Lightcap himself painted that one. Really pretty view along this power line cut, or pipeline cut, I mean. Pretty. Hey, there's a house right there. Cool. Okay, my foot hurts. Let's go. Coming up to where the Rutherford shelter is, but we are bypassing it because it's almost a half-mile off trail, first of all. But also, we've only got a little under 3 miles left in the day, and I think we're both ready to be done for the day. So we're just going to keep on pushing. Almost there, guys. 3 more miles, roughly. Unbelievable. Not another view. God. So tired of beautiful views. Almost done with the hike, but we got to stop and enjoy these while we still can.
Hickory, give me some kind of steps. You ain't gotta be a bitch about it.
Ooh. Fight, fight, fight,
Oh.
fight.
Dang, this looks like it would have been fun coming up. Down, I'm not so sure.
Alright, so we've got about a mile left, and the trail has decided to just throw one last thing at us here. We've got a pretty, not long, but steep climb up this ridge top right here. Last shebang. After this, it's more or less flat and downhill to the car, about a mile from here. Alright, let's get it done. Is this it? I believe this is it. Yep. Hey, I'm done. Parking lot is right down there. Yep.
Okay.
1,361.5. That's where I just got to. 119.9 miles. They couldn't give me that last tenth of a mile to really call it 120. But it's been great. So a lot of milestones along this hike, finishing Pennsylvania, finishing New Jersey, passing 1,300 miles, longest section ever. First time doing multiple nights by myself, first time having my sweetheart out with me on one. A lot of great things to tag onto this hike. But I'm glad it's over. Had my fill for the week. My foot's hurting pretty good. I'm ready to get home, see my son, relax with my darling and her son, see the dog, eat some good home cooked food. But awesome week, amazing week. A lot of stories to tell about this one. Definitely a wildlife hike. I think I saw 6 bears and almost had a chance at a 7th. Sarah saw 4 just while she was out here. But a lot of deer.
100 chipmunks.
At least 100 chipmunks a day. Squirrels, frogs, snakes. Good shit. Yeah, oh my. But I appreciate you guys watching another one. Looking forward to making another one soon. I think we're going to go out to Dolly Sods here before long with Beagle. Do a trip there. Anyway, thanks again for tagging along. See you on the next one.